Hi everyone, my name is Shai Plonski and I'm the founder of the Still Light Center. Today I want to talk to you about the power of touch. And from my vantage point as a Thai massage teacher and as a practitioner of Thai massage, I have seen so many amazing results. But the results of the practice of people coming for treatments or even learning this go way beyond just a shoulder being fixed, stress and relaxation kind of coming into play, or releasing pain in the low back. It's so much more than that, and I've seen so many people's lives change from learning and from giving and from being on the receiving end of this. And to me, that's what I want to talk to you about today. It is this forgotten sense, and I'm reminded of it first and foremost because of my daughter. My daughter is 2.5 years old, but I just remember, right from the very beginning when she was first born. I'll never forget when she first discovered that there was a space. She was just like staring at her hand and at her thumb, and then just making that initial idea that there's some space between her hand and her face, and so how she would have to bring her hand to her face to know that and to notice that. And that was just the beginning of how I saw just how much she got to know the world through touch, and how we all do that. And we all spent our first number of years learning about everything that way, and that's why you see it all around. Babies and kids just always trying to put things in their mouth, and parents taking them out of the way, and yet there's a really amazing reason why they do it, because it's through touch. It's through actually all that sensory experience that they make sense, that we all made sense of the world that's around us. And that's just how essential touch is for us to help us find meaning, to help us be grounded, to help us know really that we are not just these things floating into space, but we actually belong, that we belong to a world, we belong to a family, we belong to a community. It's amazing. And as I look around, I see it in so many representations of culture. And just one other story that comes to mind is, yesterday I was listening to the song on the radio, the Macklemore song about I Can't Change. And that's a whole story about, his dedication towards gay marriage and gay rights. And I'm watching this video, and it's true. It's just so unbelievable that we live in a day and age where we even have to talk about these things. It's just, I cry for my daughter. I cry for a society that, which is our society, where it's just not even, that it's not just accepted that we fall in love, whoever we fall in love with, and that it just is. It's just the way it's supposed to be. But, it's this really touching video, and at the very end, the last couple of shots are just hands touching, whether it's a baby to a mother's hand, or a companion, or an older person on his deathbed to another hand, and you just see that touch, and it's just amazing what that brings. So what I just want to share is touch, is to remind you, to remind me, to remind all of us just how vital that is to our overall well-being, to our happiness, and to our love. So if you're feeling like people who are struggling, if you're feeling like you are struggling in any kind of way, or you just want to help in small but really essential and important ways, there's nothing more potent than just that reaching out, that touch. And then if you want to turn it into something more than a hug or a hand, of course, I would be very, very remiss if I didn't say just what massage can do, because what we do is compassionate touch. And so that is the core of why I am in love with this kind of, with Thai massage, and whatever direction that I take Thai massage in, it is all about that. It is all about being able to put my hands or my elbows or whatever part of my body is making contact onto someone else with intention, with caring, with quality, and then following and being part of the process of seeing just the results that bring. And the results that bring, are in so many ways beyond words, because it is touch. It's a sense. It is you connecting with another person on a level that is profound, and it brings it's like the veil lifts. It's like sadness that goes on because we walk through life sometimes feeling lonely, feeling alone, or feeling sad. It's because we build these bubbles around ourselves, kind of maybe even convincing us that we are alone. And yet when we touch someone else, the experience, the whole lifting of that veil is a revelation for so many people. So it doesn't take rocket science. It doesn't take some big complicated understanding of how to massage to make that happen. All I would ask you to do just from watching this little video is, if you don't know how to massage at all, just put your hands on someone, of course with permission, and just gently squeeze an arm, squeeze a shoulder, squeeze a neck, anywhere where you think they have a little tension, and just do it really softly, really gradually, and really gently, and see what that does. See what that does for you, see what that does for them. And that's my story for today. So if you're watching this anywhere besides Still Light Center website and on my blog, then please head over there and be part of the conversation. And thank you so much. And please, please be part of that power and revolution of touch.